Happy New Year everyone! Welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie, and if you're new to this channel, every week I post recipe videos inspired from restaurants around the world or from posts I see on the internet. So this week's video we'll be making naan flatbread and pita bread. This is thanks to last night's late night recipe video watching. I ended up craving for flatbread so badly, so let's get right into it. Okay, first of all, we are going to start with the pita bread because the pita bread takes longer to rest. It needs an hour to rise, whereas the naan bread only need 30 minutes to rise. So always make sure that your yeast is active before proofing the bread because you don't want to waste time when your yeast is dead. And then I'm gonna add some bread flour into the yeast mixture, and using a dough hook attachment, we are going to knead this for about 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, we are going to leave it to proof for about an hour or until double in size. I'll leave mine for exactly an hour, and this is what it looked like. After that, on a flour surface, I'm going to cut it into 4 pieces, and we are going to flatten each one using a rolling pin and let it proof for another 30 minutes or so. Do not forget to oil your cling wrap because I totally forgot to oil my cling wrap, and then 2 of my dough ended up sticking to the cling wrap, and it's not pretty. It's not gonna puff up properly on the pan when you cook it later. After 30 minutes, we are going to fry this on a frying pan that has been heated on a very high heat. This is really hot. I spread it with some oil. We are going to flip this dough every 15 seconds or so, and then you're going to see after the 3rd flip, it is going to puff up nicely. All in all, each side I cooked it for 2 minutes, and again flipping every 15 seconds. That's very important.
This is a journey into sound.
Once it's cooled, it's going to flatten a little bit, so don't freak out if that happens. Now moving on to our naan flatbread. In a bowl, I've got some yeast and sugar. I'm gonna add the warm yogurt and water mixture, whisk it, and let it bubble for about 5 minutes or so. And then adding my bread flour as well. Same thing with the pita bread before. We are going to form a dough with this hook attachment. Let that knead for 10 minutes too, and after that we're gonna cover it and leave it for 30 minutes. I'm going to chop up some garlic. I totally lost all the footage, but basically it's just some unsalted butter, a bit of chopped garlic, and a bit of parsley. I'm gonna put the whole measurement in the description box below. And then after 30 minutes, this is what our dough looks like for the naan flatbread. Also on a flat surface, I'm gonna divide this into 3 balls, each one weighing about 80 grams. And then I'm gonna let it proof again, covered with a damp cloth for another 30 minutes until it's puffed up. After 30 minutes, with my pan heated up on a very high heat as well, I'm gonna put some oil on a chopping board, and we are going to form the flatbread with our finger. Just stretch it out, letting all the surface covered in oil. We are not gonna oil the pan, so it's very important that your flatbread is very generously oiled. And then cook each side for 1 minute on a very high heat. There's gonna be some browning, some part will be charred. And And every time you finish frying up a flatbread, don't forget to brush it with the garlic butter we made before. And then that's it. It's very easy, very simple, and yet so delicious. We are ready to eat. I'm so happy with the result. The pita has pockets and the naan is smelling so good. I've got some garlic dip. So this is made up of garlic oil and a bit of salt. So this is really delicious. I'm gonna start with the naan. So I've actually made this before. I made it for New Year's Eve dinner. B, come. Come. This is for you.
Cheers.
Yum, 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 yum.
It's really good.
Because you brush garlic butter on the naan with the garlic dip, it's so garlicky. It's not a good food for a first date, but
It's good for like the 4th or 5th date.
honestly, I wouldn't care. This is so good. The edges is very crispy. The center part of the naan, it's very chewy and very soft still. So this is the pita. Slightly different, no yogurt in it, and it's got some pocket. So if you break open into one, or if you cut it in half, you can actually make a sandwich or a wrap out of this. So you can put some filling in the center. See how cool that is? You can stuff it with anything like bacon, egg, avocado, halloumi,
Or none.
or not. This is carbs on carbs, no. And you can put stuff in there, hold it like that, and you got yourself a wrap. This is really cool. And so it's like, there's a pocket inside. Woohoo! That's for you.
Thank you.
It's very plain. Compared to the naan,
Yeah.
this is great for sandwiches and stuff. As I said before, that's why it's very plain. Like, I'm not a fan of it like on its own.
Just throw it back into the basket.
Alright guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you guys have any question about the recipe. You can leave a comment down below or you can direct message me on Instagram. Happy to answer any questions. Let me know how you guys go with this recipe. I personally love the naan better than the pita. But again, it's good as a sandwich. I'll try it later. If you guys want to see more recipes, don't forget to subscribe. I don't know what I'm gonna cook for next week's video. That's why I need ideas from you guys. Thanks so much for watching. Have a good day. Bye.